We have a UFC Spotlight feature where players can upload their highlight reels from the fights, look at promotional material. So there's a well-rounded suite of features.
And so when you go to
Now Baz, we've got some pretty big questions for you. First question off the bat that I want to ask you, as far as footwork goes, when you get a guy like Dan Henderson circling away from the big right, for example, and he hits it, will that lend less damage to the opponent? Do you guys have worked that kind of thing?
Trying capturing or leveraging or improving on those areas.
And then, speaking of, next gen, PS4, Xbox One, that stuff's just come out. You guys are releasing this game on PS4, in June. Just tell us a little bit about what was it like working with this?
Everyone was like, that is next gen, I want that game. But then you look at Fight Night 4 and Fight Night Champion and it took it to another level. So I think, you'll expect to see a lot more realism, a lot better presentation, a lot more improvements in terms of the small details. And yeah.
Yeah, well, that's pretty exciting.
So there's knockouts where you hit the guy and he's out, it's done. But there's also knockdowns. So if you knock a guy down, you are going to have to get on top of him. So ways to create a fighter that's not on the roster, and then bring that guy into career mode. So we have our game-based feature, and if you upload a really good picture of someone that's on the roster, you could potentially use them in the game.
I want to also ask you, in the last trailer we saw different abilities for your creative fighter in career mode. Is that something that also translates into exhibition? And when do you sort of use that? Is it something you can apply between rounds or just for the actual fight?
In terms of career, you're going to apply those on a fight-by-fight basis. So let's say you are facing a takedown artist, you can apply an ability specifically for that fight that's going to give you a better chance at stuffing those. In terms of the Fight Now mode and exhibition fighters, yes, they do have abilities, and you can check out the Fighter Info tab to sort of see what each fighter brings to the octagon.
Fantastic. Cool.